Hi, welcome to Nash TV. This is a quick product demonstration on the Groundhog umbrella. Some of you wanted to know how to set it up, some of you wanted to know the easiest way to get it back into its bag. So I'm just going to quickly run through that now, show you exactly how to do it. So to start off, obviously take it out of the bag. This is my own Groundhog that I use on the bank for the majority of my fishing. So you'll see exactly how I use it. Set your storm poles aside for a second, and then obviously take your pegs to one side as well for a minute. Now some of you may like to use it with a waterproof front, some might like to use it with a mosquito front, some might like to use it completely open fronted, but how I've had it, well in fact I got caught out by the rain the other night, so I've got it with the waterproof front on, which you can see goes very nicely in the bag. So open her up. Now generally you've got shorter ribs at the back of the Groundhog, so if you stand at the back when you try to push the centre boss down, you'll find it's a lot easier to reach into the centre section, and that's just the same as any umbrella. Give it a quick push and you'll notice that that's got a locking clip on there which then holds the boss in place even if you have lost your screw cap, so another little plus point there. So that's the easy bit done. Now swing it round to where you want it set up and get it in your general position. Take your front two storm sticks first. You'll notice that when you get your Groundhog it will come with two shorter side sticks. Personally, I don't bother with them unless the weather gets really bad. When the wind gets up or if it gets sort of really horrendous, then you might want to use the storm sticks as well for extra sort of stability on it, but generally just put your storm sticks on and then you'll notice you want to keep the poles upright when you peg it out at first, and I'll just show you that in 1 second. Right, so once you've got your positioning about right, leave the storm sticks upright, as I say, and this will just help you when you come to peg it out. I generally raise it up by, I don't know, half a foot or so, just so it's not too low. I haven't got to bend over all the time and I'm trying to get into the bivvy. So set that down like that, and now I'll just disappear around the back and quickly peg out the two back points. That's that done, and then come to the side points first. You'll notice where you've got this little bit of webbing down the side here, that's where your first pegging point wants to be. So peg that out nice and tight and then just slowly work your way round. So come to the next one there. Don't worry too much about how it looks at the moment, because once you've got these first pegs in place you can adjust your poles on the front. So again, down on the other side by the webbing, push that in there, and then again your next one out here which gives you your front edge. So pull that out nice and tight, and now, well that's it, it's near enough up, but just to adjust these poles in the centre, drop it down to this first pegging point on the floor there, push it in so it's nice and sturdy, and then just extend your pole to your required tension. Same again on that side, down to the peg, push it in so it's nice and sturdy, and that's the main part done. So now you've got your front poles in place, simply take a few more pegs and drop them into your front pegging points. It's best to do this with the door shut, so if it does rain and you want to shut your door, you can do so very easily. You'll notice I've only sort of used the minimal amount of pegging points and stuff like that, but if you are sort of in a gale force wind, you're probably best off to put a few more pegs in around the back and down the sides just to keep it a little bit more stable. So there you have it, the Groundhog shelter, real quick and easy to put up. You will notice I've done it bare minimum, sort of quite rough. You can, if you want, put it through these little mesh retainers there. You can put the poles through there just to sort of keep it a little bit neat and tidy. You'll also notice I haven't put the heavy duty ground sheet in. Again, not rocket science, just literally lay it out inside there, or if you don't want to take it at all, like I use my own, then don't bother taking it, it just saves you a bit more weight. So that's it, that's the setup done. So now we'll show you the packing it down and the easiest way to get it in the bag. Right, so now you're at a stage where you're ready to pack the Groundhog down. I must point out that I've got the waterproof front on here. Generally, 9 times out of 10 throughout the year, I'm not using it with the front, but you can pack it down with the front still attached. Important note, make sure it's folded out and sort of not rolled up, and that's the door section, just purely because it will make it a lot easier when you come to fold it in on itself. So again, from the back of the Groundhog, because it will make life easy for you, just undo the little screw cap on top, pop the boss in the center section, and then just drop your little cap back in. Now make sure you've got all your side panels and your door tucked neatly inside there, and then just simply pull the whole lot up together and get your arms around it. Now you'll notice you've got all this excess material from where you've got your sort of vents on the back of the Groundhog. Now generally I like to just take that round it, grab the other side there, and then just pull it nice and tight round it, and you'll find that helps just to wrap everything in, and it makes it a lot easier for getting in the bag. Now once you've wrapped that round, trap it with your legs, and you see you've got this little tension strap. Pop the tension strap round the back, lining that bit out of the way. You can obviously lengthen the tension strap to make it a bit easier for getting it on the clip. Once it's clip shut, pull it tight, and again just wrap this section round just to make it easy to get in the bag. So take your Groundhog bag, you'll see what I've done with this one, just rolled it inside itself, just so it's about half the length of what it normally is. That just makes it a lot easier for getting the bottom section of the brolly in. So pop the cap section in and then just pull it up and get it around that little flap there, just again using the flap just to keep everything tight and nice and neat in there. And then simply stand her up and then roll the outside of the bag back on itself, and the rest of the Groundhog goes in nice and easy. So there you go, the Groundhog's in the bag nice and easy. Now it's just a case of push your storm sticks in down the side. Again, pegs, if you've still got the little holder that the pegs came in, then you can stick them in that, keep your sort of the inside of the bag nice and clean. Personally, I like to just throw them in. Saves a bit of time. There you go, do the strap up, and that's how to set the Groundhog up, and then most importantly, get it back in the bag nice and easy.